team, overcoming a 12-point first-half deficit and winning the game by 8 points.
Yeah, they are a tough team. You know, they had two girls go down, their leading scorer, second leading scorer, as I said yesterday in the post game, and they both played, and they both definitely contributed in a major way. So, you know, that showed a lot of toughness by them, that they have players that, you know, were willing to step up and play through injury, and, you know, they came out and took it to us. I think we were a little lackadaisical early on. I think we were a little lazy, and we made some substitutions, and we got after them, and, you know, we made a nice run at the end of the first half, which propelled us into the second half.
Talking about substitutions, Kelly Hartwell, 33 minutes off the bench today, 20 points, a new career high, 6 big rebounds. What a weekend Kelly Hartwell has had.
Yeah, great weekend. Come out weekend in a sophomore year. You know, she gave us some good spurts last year, and, you know, that was great. But, you know, today, 33 minutes, you know, she's never seen that kind of time. You know, 4 big offensive rebounds, 6 for 7 from the line, 7 and 8 from the floor, 20 points. I mean, just played a great game, 3 steals. You know, she's playing possessed out there, and, you know, if she can continue to do this for us, she's going to play a lot of minutes. You know, she's mostly been a 5 to 10, you know, spurt minute player where she gave you that energy early on. And, you know, this weekend she was more of a consistent, you know, type of go-to player and a definite, you know, starting rotation type of player. So she definitely deserved everything she got. Not because she, you know, she just hit her shots. It's because she was all over the floor, because she was always on, you know, getting in the lane, willing to take the charge, doing all the things that we've been preaching every day in practice. So she'll get rewarded for her play.
Again, a 75-67 win over Delaware State moves Robert Morris to 5-1 on the year. Outside of 7 turnovers, a pretty good game by Artemis Spanu, 20 points and 7 rebounds.
Yeah, Artemis, you know, she got frustrated against 7 turnovers. You know, last year we talked about it, you know, a couple of them maybe weren't travels, but, you know, she's got to get her turnovers down. She gets frustrated, and you know, turns the ball over. But again, put the ball in the hole. 20 points, hit a couple big shots for us down the stretch. You know, going to the basket. You know, did a nice jump stop with the left hand there on the left side. That was a big bucket. You know, she finished. She's you know, she's turning into a pretty nice finisher. She just got to, you know, in the middle of the game, we got to keep them turnovers down. 20 points is great, and she shot the ball, put in the hole for us again. But you know, 7 turnovers. We definitely got to get her down.
Brianna Katai fouls out for the 3rd time in 4 games. How do you have her cut down on the fouls while not cutting down on her defensive aggressiveness?
Yeah, you know, some of it's our fault, I think, and you know, a lot of it's her fault, but some of it's our fault. You know, she likes to use her hands with digging into the ball, and a lot of it comes on the ball pressure. Once in a while, it comes from her, you know, kind of cheating down, trying to, you know, get a steal from a post player. But most of the time, it's on the ball pressure that, you know, she gets a foul call on. And I think a lot of it is because you know, when you go on the road and you get different conference officials, they call it differently. You know, sometimes they're going to call if you just touch them, and sometimes they're going to let you put a little bit on them and dig a little bit more and play a little more physical on the ball. She's one of the best on the ball defenders I've ever seen. But you know, if you're calling it real tight, you know, it takes her a couple fouls to realize that, and that's why she picks up those 2 early ones a lot, because she's always feeling out the referee. And you know, we gotta start to you know, maybe pull her back a little bit and let her know that, you know, let's start putting the pressure on a little bit more as the game goes on, because you know, that early foul trouble puts Roman Desix in a tough spot as a freshman.
Next up for you is the Monmouth Hawks, your first conference game of the year, and obviously some revenge on the mind, as that's the team that knocked the Colonials out of the Northeast Conference tournament a season ago.
Yeah, you know, tough game last year. You know, we did some good things. You know, Anna Morton gutted it out and played, and you know, we got up to a good lead and stuff, and they come back on us. We went cold in the second half, and it was something that, you know, it was a tough game to swallow, because I think we really know that we could have beat them, and we had the heart and we had the team last year to do it. But we just fell a little short, so we definitely remember that game. And you know, as we have a lot of new players on our team this year, you know, they'll know that this is a big game for us, because it's our first conference game. And you know, new coach there at Monmouth, a little bit different of a regime there on you know, the coaching staff there. But you know, we definitely always looking forward to our first conference game, you know, because everybody knows this is where they really count. You know, you got 2 games here in December, and then you got to sit there with whatever record that you have in the league. You either 2-0, 1-1, or 0-2. And you know, hopefully, you know, we get this week off here, which we well need. We definitely need this week off, and you know, rest up a little bit, and then put all our energy into this first conference game on Saturday.
Colonial Associate Head Coach Charlie Buscaglia, congratulations on this 75-67 win over Delaware State and moving to 5-1 on the year.
I appreciate everyone for listening to the tournament this weekend and following us throughout the week. You know, we went 2 out of 3 on the road, and it was unacceptable to lose that first one, but team came back and win these last 2, so I appreciate everybody's support back home, listening on the radio, overseas, wherever you're listening, for all our international players, all our families. Thanks so much for listening, and you know, we'll come back home. We're going to get this first one in the conference.
Again, Robert Morris with the 75-67 win over Delaware State. We are going to take a 2-minute